Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. Sorry about my voice, sounding a little hoarse. Just kind of feeling a little bit under the weather, just laying down chillaxing. Kind of wanted to do a little story time and share with you guys about being pregnant for the first time. Um, it wasn't bad. I had Christopher around 2004. He was 7 pounds and 14 ounces. And he was a good baby. He didn't really cry that much. He only, really cried when like he needed a bottle or like when he needed his diaper change. But other than that, he was a good kid. He was a good, good kid, good baby. And you know, I mean, I did, struggle a little bit though, with work and job and everything, trying to maintain a job and, take care of him. But, at first, like, right after I had him, I didn't go, of course, I didn't go straight back to work. I had the time off because, I needed the time to heal and get to spend time with him. And then, I eventually did, though, later on, went back to work and and was able to work and everything. But I think the hard part, though, was like breaking the news to my family. Actually, my mom was there at the clinic when I found out I was pregnant. And I remember it. The nurse, the doctor had came in the room with us because she did run a whole bunch of tests on me and everything to make sure, it wasn't anything else. And, thank God it wasn't nothing else. But she came in the room and she was like, well, I have some news I need to tell you. And she was telling like my mom, she had to step out the room. My mom didn't want to leave out the room. She was just kind of like, why I have to leave out the room? Like, what's going on? And I was like, no, 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 no. I want my mom to stay. I want my mom to stay. I want my mom to stay. And she was like, well, I can't let your mom stay. It's doctor-patient confidentiality. Confidentiality. You guys know what I mean. So yeah. So the doctor was like, yes, ma'am, you're pregnant. And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, no. I broke down and cried. I was just like, no, I can't believe this is happening. Because I always, not to say it's nothing wrong with having a baby or anything, but I just always wanted to wait until I had got married first and then have kids. I didn't know I was gonna have a kid before marriage because like when I was younger I used to always get made fun of, teased and picked on and everything. So I figure and also because my teeth, I used to like before I had got braces I used to be called brace face. Before I had braces I used to be called rat girl and make fun of really bad because my teeth. Then once I got my braces I was called brace face, all kinds of, mean, hurtful things. And so I always think, because plus my parents didn't want me dating or seeing anybody, but I did wind up dating somebody and wind up was with them, but we had broke up and split up. Sorry. We had broke up and split up. So I was like, oh my gosh, my first real relationship and things didn't go good and I'm gonna wind up alone with a whole bunch of cats and I used to just always thought the worst of everything. So, yeah, but okay, what was I saying? Back to what I was saying though, but the doctor had came in the room, she was like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I was like, I was breaking down. I was crying. I was just like, oh my God, you can't be serious. Like, I was so scared because my parents are so, they strict. So I was just so nervous and scared. I didn't know how to tell my mom. I didn't know how to tell my dad. And then, like, I was thinking more of, like, my dad reaction more than my mom's reaction. I was, like, more scared of him than her. And then, like, when she would, like, after the doctor had told me, my mom had came back in the room, and I told her, and at first she was disappointed and upset, but then, like, she kind of was more, like me, more worried about, like, what my dad was going to think and what he was going to say. So, but she did wind up calling my brother while we was up there at the doctor's office, and my brother wound up pulling up, and then my mom had got out of the car, because I was in the car. Me and my mom was in the car, but she had got out of the car and got my brother's car, and she had told my brother, and then my brother, he didn't even speak to me or talk to me either. He didn't talk to me, speak to me the whole 9 months I was pregnant. He was very mad and upset at me about finding out me being pregnant. So then, like, I was really scared and, like, nervous, and I don't know, I just felt like really hurt and sad inside. So then, like, it came time for us to, like, go home and break the news to my dad, which I was so nervous and scared about. I was just like, oh my God, like, my heart was, like, beating so fast. I was just so scared. I was so scared and nervous. Like, I got sick to my stomach. I was just like, oh my gosh, And I didn't tell Jason yet either. I told my parents first. Well, first my parents had found out, and then, okay, well, we're going to get back to that. Hold on. Pause. Let me get back to my dad. So, we came home, but, like, it was just pure, quiet, silent in the car. Like, my mom really wasn't saying nothing. I wasn't saying nothing at first, but then, like, then she started to talk. She was like, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to take care of this baby? What do you and Jason have planned? I'm sorry. What do you and Jason have planned? How y'all got to provide for it? And just, like, the whole 9 yards. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I don't know. I just, like, so scared and nervous. And then, like, I didn't say nothing because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react or anything because, I'm, like, new to this. So I was just, like, really didn't have much to say. I was kind of, like, crying the whole time. I was crying, too, in the doctor's office. So, wait. Okay. So, on the way home, though, we stopped. I don't know if it was a Walgreens or I don't know what, but we stopped at a store and we got, like, 5 pregnancy tests. I don't remember the name brand, which brand we got, but I took, like, 5 of them, and each one of them just kept coming up positive. And I'm just like, no, this is a mistake. I was just, like, scared as hell, and then I was like, oh my God. And then my dad wasn't home at the time, though, when my mom we went home and we did the pregnancy test. But then my dad pulled up and he came home, and my mom went in the room with my dad, and she was like, we need to talk, whatever. And she was like, yeah, Natasha's pregnant. And I could just hear him. He's like, what? She's pregnant? Duh. I mean, he was just, like, going off, like, just slamming, throwing, like, just pure mad. And I came out the room, and because I heard them leave out through the front door, because she took him for a walk so he can go calm down. But like, I thought they was gone because I heard the front door slam, and then he came back in, and he didn't even want to look at me, but like he didn't want to look at me, but he kind of looked at me in the corner of his eyes, and he was just so mad, and I just stood there froze, like I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to make him mad or ticked off anymore, so I really didn't say nothing. And he just slammed the door, and then that's when, like, after he had gone and left, I was calling Jason. I was like, yeah, I need to tell you something. And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was just like in pure shock, and he didn't even know what to say. And he was like, well, I need to call you back. I need to talk to my parents, whatever, and tell them. But I was so nervous and scared of my father that at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to like run away and leave. Like, I was gonna literally pack up my little bags and go and try to see if I could stay with Jason and his family, because that's how scared and nervous I was of, my dad finding out and everything. But I didn't wind up leaving, going over there. Jason had, I think, did he call me back? I don't remember if he called me back, but I remember I called him and I was like, look, and this was like at the time of him trying to like tell his parents and everything. And I was like, look, hey, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm frightened for my life. Can I please stay with you and your family? And he's like, well, I don't think that right now is a good time. He's like, I haven't even got finished yet telling them, and I can hear his mom down in the background like, is that her on the phone? And he was like, Natasha, are you really pregnant? And is this really his baby? And I'm like, yes. He's the only one I, with. So, of course, yeah, it's his baby. It's no other guy's baby. And then they was like kind of like, well, we want a maternity test and blah, blah, blah. They weren't really believing it. They were mad and upset, and like they didn't even actually know that me and Jason was dating, seeing each other, and he was coming to my house to see me and stuff because like I said, my parents were real strict. They really didn't want me dating or see anybody, especially after they did let me date a guy I was with in high school, and that didn't work out, and they saw how I was acting that. Like, I was really heartbroken, sad, because I was with the dude for like since 10th grade, okay? 10th all the way to 11th grade, and he broke my heart. That's another story time. I'll tell you guys about what happened. No, actually, no. He moved after we graduated. Because we was both in culinary arts class in high school, he decided that he wanted to pursue on dealing with, culinary foods and stuff. So he went to one of the schools in Miami, and I was down here in Florida. So we tried to do, the long distance relationship thing, but long story short, it didn't wind up working out, and he was such a jerk. He had his sister. He had the guts to call me, tell me he wanted to break up with me. He had his freaking sister, okay? His sister called my phone and tell me, oh, he don't want to be with you no more. He wants to break up with you, and don't call him, and don't call his house, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, why won't he call me and tell me? Why he has you calling me and telling me? He need to be a man and tell me himself that he wants to break up with me and not be with me anymore. But he did. He obviously, little boy, not grown man. If you're not man enough, if if you want to break up with a female, and if you're not man enough to call her and let her know you want to break up with her, then you're just a little boy. You're just a little child that just don't even need to be in a relationship. But anyway, so after that, my parents were really strict. You know, they didn't want me dating, seeing anybody. But I wound up, like me and Jason was saying on our story time on the other video, we wind up meeting at a church that we both went to. And long story short, you know, we was talking to each other at first. And then we kind of stopped talking. Then we went back to talking. And then, you know, things got, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I fell in love, you know. He fell in love with me, I fell in love with him. So, yeah, so, sorry. So, yeah, so, we wind up kind of just hanging out, going to the movies, going on dates and stuff and everything. But the bad part about it was that my mom was like going on these dates with me and him. Like, I'm 20-some years old, okay, and he's like 23. I think he was like 23. No, I'm sorry, I was 18. My bad, take that back. I was 18, and he was 23 or 24. He's older than me. So, but I mean, come on, like, you don't want your parents like going on a, you're old enough to go on a date on your own, but you have your parents chaperone you. Like, come on, how is that? That just, I didn't like that. I hated that shit. Like, that was just so annoying. But anyways, we, you know, randomly went out, whatever, and like, I'm laughing now, but at the time I wasn't laughing. I was just so mad and pissed off and frustrated. Like, I couldn't believe that shit happened. But I mean, excuse me. Sorry, I can't believe that crap happened. I want to get demonetized. Gotta watch my language. So, but anyways, back to the story. Yeah, so, what was I going to say? I forgot. Yeah, so, what was I about to say? I totally forgot. I lost track of what I was about to say. Dang it. Forgot. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, my parents didn't know, but, like, they knew we was hanging out, going to movies and stuff, because, like I said, my mom was there with us, whatever, and whatnot, but she didn't know that, like, I started, like, literally dating Jason. Like, my mom thinking, oh, you know, I'm just coming along, y'all just hanging out kind of type of deal. No, we was, like, low-key behind our parents' back, like, dating each other and not saying nothing to them. And then, like, after we was dating for a while, for a minute, we became boyfriend and girlfriend. So then things got kind of more heavier between us, if you guys know what I mean. So then, we started seeing more and more of each other and talking on the phone. I remember me and him used to talk on the phone until like 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, sometimes we would even like fall asleep talking to each other on the phone. Like, oh my God, it was just, that's how much we just, you know, clicked so much. Like, I feel like me and him had like so much in common with each other. Like, we have certain things that we say of like, and certain things we dislike, whatever. So, yeah, but, so, well, when they actually found out, though, that me and him were, like, actually dating, and, you know, it was more than that, they was like, when did this happen, and how, and we didn't know, y'all didn't say nothing to us, excuse me. His parents was like, y'all didn't say nothing to us. My parents were saying the same thing too, and they was just like, they can't believe it, and I don't know, it was just kind of crazy. And but one thing happened that I will never forget, that I'm trying not to get all emotional and sad and cry about, but my son don't even know this, and I don't know if he's gonna see or watch this video, but truth be told, is like, he was so mad and upset that, like, he came and he was like, Tasha, come here, we need to sit down and talk. So I'm like, all right, but like, I was scared and nervous. So then, like, next thing you know, on the table, I see a gun on the table, like, no lie, dead serious. I see a gun on the table, and he was like, if I would have found you and that boy in my house, I would have shot both of y'all. And then he was like, ain't nothing, stop gonna, he's like, and why should I not, like, right now, shoot you and that baby in your stomach? And after I heard that, and after he said that, I was really hurt and upset by that, because I couldn't believe my dad would actually, like, say something like that. And that really hurt me. That really hurt me so bad. I mean, it was already bad enough that he wasn't really talking to me the whole 9 months I was pregnant, and he didn't come around till, like, after I had my son. But the fact that you would sit there and literally say that you would take me and your grandchild's life, that just really hurt me. Oh, like I said, me and my dad, we never really did had the father-daughter relationship. We never really did got along, and I never understood why. And I wasn't a bad child. I was a good child. All I wanted really was to be loved and just, have that father-daughter relationship. And I always try to do everything and do my best. But I guess it just wasn't good enough for him. But just to hear that was, it was just very hurtful. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's nothing I can really do about it. It's not that I can. It's not I can go back in time and change anything. But he did eventually wind up coming around. But it was like after I had my son, and I just really didn't agree with it. I didn't like how, you didn't talk to me for the whole 9 months I was pregnant with him, and then you was here talking about, well, you would have shot me and him if you would have caught us in your house. And then for you to sit there and say that, well, what's stopping me from, shooting you and that baby in your stomach, that just kind of hurt me, and I don't know, it just really messed me up in the head. And I have suffered from depression because of a lot of stuff that I've been through, and I still do. I mean, it's not as bad, but like, it just, I guess you could say, it just really hurts me that I'm not as close to my mom and dad as I want to be. They're really close to my brother. my sister, but me, I'm pretty much the black sheep of the family, and I wish it really wasn't like that, and I feel like I've tried with them. I've tried my best. I try to talk to them and be around them, but I don't know, I just can't. I can't be around people that don't want me to be around them. I'm not going to sit here and force myself to be around somebody who's going to be fake and phony around me. If you're going to be fake and phony and sit here, smile on my face, and act like you like me, but then sit there talk all kinds of crap about me, say bad stuff about me, and then expect me just sit here and be okay with it, me want to be around you, well, guess again, I'm not going to do that. Life is too short, and don't have time for the bull, and I'm just trying to enjoy my life, and I just like to be around people who are positive, that positive vibe, no negativity, none of that negative crap. I'm tired of dealing with it. So if I feel like I don't vibe with you, or like if I feel like you're a negative person, then I'm going to remove myself away from you, or I'm just not going to really say nothing to you, or I'm going to be quiet around you because that's just how I am. I just don't like being around negativity. If I've dealt with it for too long, and too much bad stuff is going on and happening now in these days, and I just want to also say my heart and my prayers go out to Houston about the gun shooting that happened at the school. That just really broke my heart when I saw that on the news, and it just makes me like scared and worried for my own kids. It's just kind of like so much stuff is happening in schools and stuff. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of want to like homeschool my kids. If I had the money and I was able to do it, I would put my kids in homeschool, because I don't like the school system, and I don't trust it. Too much stuff has been happening and going on, and I just worry every day, about them. But, I always make sure before they leave the house, and before they go, I give them a hug and kiss, and we always say, see you later. We don't say bye. We always say, see you later, and, but, I just try to, now just live positively, just try to find and do things that are like positive, or like even the people I hang around and talk to, I feel like some of the people I do hang out and talk to are positive, and that's all, I just like to surround myself around positive people. But yeah, so things were kind of rough, but I wanted to making it through, by the grace of God, and I just kind of wanted to share my story with you guys, and I've been down that road where, like I said, I've been through depression, and I have the anxiety and panic attacks and stuff and everything, and it's nothing wrong with sharing your story. Don't be scared to share your story, because it's a lot of people that don't share a story, that don't say nothing. And I can understand, because they're scared and they're nervous, and you're scared of what other people are going to say, what they think. But you know what? Bump them. Bump what other people got to say. Bump what other people got to think. Be you. You are beautiful. At the end of the day, love you. Love yourself. Don't give a hoot. Don't give a crap what anybody got to say, or anything anybody got to think if it's negative. If it's negative, just brush it off. try to live your life positively and just be you. And if people are not going to like you for you, then bump them, okay? If people are not going to love you and like you for you, then bump them, just forget them, Try enjoying your life. YOLO. You only live life. YOLO. You only live life once. You gotta enjoy it and try to have fun, enjoying life. You can't feed into the negative. I know it's harder. I know it's hard. How you say? I know it's hard to do it. Well, I can't. Okay, it's hard. I know I understand it's hard to do. It's easy to say it, but hard to do. Believe me, I know. But I'm trying to get myself in that mind frame where, I stop caring and thinking about what everybody think, what everybody say. You gotta just be you, just be you and do you. And, too many people are, dying and killing themselves and committing suicide. And it's sad and it breaks my heart, and I feel like I just want to try to share my story. Hopefully anybody out there that's going through the same thing, you guys could, guys watch this video and try to give you guys some hope and some kind of help, well, it's all time I have right now, but I hope you guys like this video and subscribe. And like I said, just be you, do you, but what other people guys say, but what other people think. I know people can be jerks and bullies and mean and cruel, but you gotta try to not think about negative. You gotta try to think positive, if that makes sense. And love you guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Please tell me what you guys want to see more of. I'm gonna try to post more. And love you. Be blessed. Until next time. Bye.